Hi, welcome to my views and news. Some new stories from Ethiopia. Firstly, assassination attempt on a top Tigray interim government official reportedly. Assassination attempt or an accident? It's not clear, but the man is at hospital receiving medical treatment. He's injured. Who is he? Did someone try to assassinate him? Is he pro Gatacho or pro Debratzian? Did he change his loyalty recently? Secondly, arrests of some Amhara journalists, activists, ongoing since last year, and three new arrests in the last 24 hours. Details for you in this video. Isas Averki, meanwhile, Eritrean president still in Saudi Arabia, where he was interviewed by top Saudi TV channel. Firstly, viewers, Tigray, where a top Tigray interim government official uh, is receiving treatment at a hospital in Makale. Who is he? Did someone try to assassinate him? His name is Bijine Macro, former member of TPLF Central Committee, close to Getachew Reda. It is being said that he's one of those TPLF members who have soft spot for Getachew Reda, who are loyal to Getachew Reda. So they're not on good terms with other TPLF leaders like Alem, Manjarino, the other camp. And it is being reported that an assassination attempt was made on Bijine Macro. He managed to survive. He receiving treatment at a hospital. No statement from Bijine himself. We tried to contact him. We could not to get information from horse's mouth. So we'll have to verify it, but it is being reported by people close to Bijine that Bijine was being threatened. Threatened because he was supporting Getachew. That is why it was being said that he should stop supporting Getachew. He's member of TPLF, so he should have his loyalty for the Tigray People Liberation Front. Now, this development indicates the seriousness of the tension between Getachew Reda and the TPLF senior command. If this conflict goes on unresolved between these two parties, you could see infighting in Tigray, not war, infighting, civil war-like situation. And Tigray cannot afford such a situation, a region where millions of people still reliant on food aid, where more than 1 million IDPs waiting to return to their homes, educational activities just resumed, hospitals still not fully functional, border dispute with neighboring regions, countries unresolved, no election, no elected government. So lots of issues in Tigray. Tigray cannot afford internal conflicts, but internal conflicts are ongoing. TPLF is refusing to be irrelevant. It wants to be not relevant, it wants to be dominant force in Tigray. It does not want to take responsibility for what happened in the 2-year-long war, but it still wants to be the main player in Tigray's politics. Getachew Reda, some channels, they're trying to create an alternative setup for maybe transparent election in Tigray, which is going to be a very difficult task to do. Holding a free, fair, transparent election in Tigray is going to be a challenge for Tigray interim government and maybe Ethiopian federal government. Sorry. Secondly, was arrests of Amhara people, pro-Fano elements, pro-Fano journalist activists started last year when Ethiopian government decided to disband Fano groups. Several journalists arrested since last year. Some then fled Ethiopia. Some went into hiding. Some stopped journalist work. Uh, Tadios Stanto was arrested, I think, last year. Historian accused of spreading hate, still in prison, and his lawyers have been arrested. So he cannot be represented by anyone now because his lawyers in custody. Two of his lawyers have been arrested. He's an old man, by the way, Tadios Stanto. I think he's around 70. His two lawyers, Gatane and Talima Gizane, both have been arrested. Secondly, a journalist Bale Manaye, arrested. Thirdly, an activist based in Bahirdar, arrested. His name is uh, Alalama Kende, university teacher and an activist, arrested. This campaign of arrests ongoing in the Amhara region, where thousands have been arrested, but the problem is that the government is arresting people under the state of emergency proclamation. The families of arrested people, they have no legal remedy available. They cannot file any petitions at courts for the release of their loved ones because this state of emergency proclamation gives authority to forces to arrest people and courts cannot intervene. Thirdly, was Isas Afwerki, Eritrean president, still in Saudi Arabia, where 3 to 4 days ago he arrived to attend Saudi Arabia Africa Summit. And yesterday he was interviewed by top Saudi television channel, Al Akhbariya. I think he's one of very few African leaders who were interviewed by Al Akhbariya, top Saudi television channel. And Isas Afwerki held a meeting with Mohammed bin Salman too, the crown prince. So Eritrea, small country, by the way, but you see the reach. The bigger countries' leaders have departed to Saudi Arabia. They just attended the summit. Ruto, others, they attended the summit, they left. Isas Afwerki stayed there. Meetings ongoing. He's Minister of Economic Affairs, Minister of Trade there, trying to sign some agreements with the Saudi Arabian government, trying to get something for his people, for his economy there. Raising the issue of Red Sea too, that Ethiopia wants to forcibly take control of Eritrean territory. Holding meetings with African leaders. He held a meeting with Egyptian President Al-Sisi. The two spoke about the security of Red Sea. He held a meeting with Hassan Sheikh, Somalia's president. Again, two spoke about security of Red Sea. And I would be surprised if I come to know that Isaias discussed with Mohammed bin Salman. He discussed the security of Red Sea as well, because Saudi Arabia is a Red Sea country, Egypt as well. So Isaias Afwerki wants to involve these Arab countries. They should give a shut-up call to Ethiopian PM Abiy. But Abiy must not consider any military adventure in the Red Sea because it could have regional consequences. It could have repercussions for entire region. So he's there building this narrative, trying to get economic relief from Saudi Arabia, while the other side, Ethiopian PM, back in Ethiopia, going to address the parliament in coming hours. Abiy's foreign policy is in need of lots of improvements. Let's see, will there be improvement or will this isolation continue? Eritrea isolating Ethiopia, Kenya replacing Ethiopia regionally. So what is needed for Ethiopia to revisit its foreign policy, it seems. Thank you for watching.